Scorpio, hello, welcome. This is your January 2023 tarot reading. If you've got Scorpio anywhere in your chart, you may resonate. We're going to go into this for you. We're going to see what messages Spirit is bringing. And I'm sending you lots of love and peace wherever you are on Gaia. So we're going to see what we get. Thanks for liking and subscribing. And can you see the little elf hanging from the, the tree? I love the way you can see the elf there. I didn't put that there, by the way. Right, Scorpio. Scorpio, January. Self-forgiveness. Let go of old guilt. Remember, you are God's perfect child. Whether you call it God, you call it source, you call it spirit, okay? If we don't forgive ourselves, we're just adding a whole nother layer of ego on top, according to Eckhart Tolle. So let's not do that. It can happen. It can happen sometimes. But they're saying it's all good. It's all good because you can only do what you can do at the time with the level of consciousness you're at. Oh, miracles. Look at that. I love that card. That is like the miracle card, okay? The divine. The divine is speaking through you, Scorpio, and guiding you. There would be a lot of intuition for you in January. It is time for a change. It's time for a very intuitive change. It's time for you to really accept yourself. Okay. Letting go of the past, you're really over it, you're really done with it, and you know there's no point in being sentimental because, you know, it doesn't serve anyone. The past is the past. Spirit can't be found in the past. Spirit can only be found here and now. And that's where the miracles occur, in the here and now. Judgment card, you are going to be making spot-on decisions. That is confirmation. That is confirmation with all the changes you're making, because I do know, okay, I do know, Scorpio making a lot of changes. So that's confirmation that the changes you've been making are spot on. And there are higher powers that be that are part of this process. And all they needed you to do was just come into alignment. But it's hard, I know. It is hard sometimes to get into the alignment because there's so much that runs through our sort of pea-sized brains. But once you get there, don't you? You know, and it's not always what's running through your brain. Sometimes it's the emotions, the pain body, you know, and the ego just rises up and we do reactive things and whatever we do. But what's happening here for Scorpio is you are so in the right flow now come January, and it just means that Spirit can now really push something forward for you. You've got the Five of Wands reversed, which is basically like you just got clarity. You are not confused anymore. You have such clarity, and everything's going to start driving forward for you. And like I say, I do feel there was just hurdles. There was a lot of hurdles for you to leave certain things in the past. And until you purged all of that out, it just was the way it was. And so until that point, it was hard for you to really, truly come into what your alignment really is. You know, because how can you find your alignment when you're, you know, you've got pain body, you've got grieving to do, or whatever, you've got healing to do. It's hard, isn't it? Because you can feel your alignment and then you lose it again because there's just so much purging out or whatever. Or there's lots of triggers coming at you because that's a reflection of obviously what's inside. So it's not been easy for Scorpio, and you've been wanting these changes, big changes, for quite a while. But what you're going to find is you've had to go through that period of time. And it does take time. It's not instantaneous. And now you have actually done it. So there's a lot of clarity, and all of a sudden things start happening for you because that is alignment, that is miracles occurring. And there's definitely stuff about letting go of the past. I think it's just confirmation in this reading that you finally are coming much more into the present. You're not really in the past anymore. And so a lot of the issues that used to arise and block you aren't there, because, like I say, because you've naturally healed it, you've naturally sort of moved on. So that once you can peacefully accept the past, or just, I don't know, it sounds cliche to say to come to peace with things, but until you experience that, it does sound cliched. And then when you do experience it, it's like, oh, I can see now that I just couldn't fully be present in the here and now because it was so hard. I was letting go of a lot of things. But I feel Scorpio's just coming through a massive transition with that. In January, all of a sudden, things are going to shift forward for you because you're finally connecting with the present. You're finally connecting with spirit. Your person here is resting, right? They are resting. I think this person is probably a little bit behind you in the process. They've got the Four of Swords. Now, they are quite wise because they don't try to rush their life. They don't. And that may have frustrated you. I don't know. But I think you'll be much more happier with it come January. You'll be more respectful of it. You'll understand it's okay. It's okay that this person needs some time. Okay. And actually, the longer it takes for this person to, or this, if it's a person or it's a situation, but the longer it takes, the better. Because all it does is it just gives you more time. It just gives you more time to get everything in alignment. Perfect. Oh my God. Look at that. I'm waiting for us both to be ready. This person's higher consciousness is actually really quite, well, everyone's higher consciousness is wise because it's consciousness. But this person has got more wisdom than perhaps you realise. So this is quite an outstanding situation. It really is. That person's not going anywhere. Perhaps for some of you, you haven't met this person yet, but because of all the decisions you're making and the alignment you're getting into, and the fact that you finally, you can sense, you can sense a period of time coming to a close, a painful period of time coming to a close. It's actually all making sense to you. And you've got integrity. Wow. Align your actions so that they match your values and your inner knowingness for what is right for you. I mean, that is amazing, isn't it? That is such consciousness energy. That is pure consciousness. There's no ego in that whatsoever. Align your actions so that they match your values and your inner knowingness of what is right for you. Amazing. So there's no ego here. You're forgiving yourself, you're forgiving the past, you have purged out the pain, you are now in your alignment, so spirit can help you more. Miracles will start to happen in January. You've got a lot more clarity. You're giving up any of the ego games that you used to slip into. You don't need them anymore. You've got your integrity and you keep checking in with what you really are. You're not playing a role or whatever. And the person you're connecting into, I don't think they're playing either. I think you're meeting your match here. And this person knows, actually, that there is something special here between you both. And that there is no rush. And that the longer you take it, the better. The better it's going to be. Because it gives you both time to realign and to heal. So this could be, what I would say, it is a miracle in January for Scorpio, but it's also potentially like a long-term relationship in the making. Okay, so that's the message. Thanks for subscribing and liking. And if you'd like to book in for a reading, do contact me. Facebook page, Awakening Tarot. You can message me there or you can email me. And I am sending you lots of love and light.